We are so excited to welcome you back to an in-person concert. It has been a while since we've been here, so let the sleigh bells jingling, voices ring, and let's spread the holiday cheer. The students have worked so hard under those challenging circumstances, and we could not be prouder of their progress, determination, grit, and beautiful music making. It has never been more apparent how important music and arts are in the lives of our students. There are many folks who have worked tirelessly behind the scenes to make the winter concert series presented by the music department a success. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the dedicated music staff of Pembroke Schools, and especially my colleagues here in the high school, Mr. Austin Glass and Mr. Greg Tarbox. The Pembroke Association for the Performing Arts, as you can see, tirelessly working in the cafeteria under the leadership of Kerry Zioli. And a special thank you to Pam Baroni for her tireless efforts in coordinating the entire winter raffle this evening. We'd also like to thank our friends at PAC TV, Erica Christensen and Mark McKinley and Tom Bolus, who are here this evening videotaping the concerts, which they will put on the Titan YouTube channel so you can go on and watch at your leisure. We'd also like to thank our administration, Erin Obie, Mary Beth Brust, Mark Talbot, Dave Ricks, Kristen Kelly, and members of the school committee. We are eternally grateful for the support that you give to our music program. I'd also like to thank parent Rebecca Mackey for the beautiful programs this evening that you have in your hands. And thank you, parents and caregivers, for all that you do to help support your children and their involvement here in the music department. So at intermission, we hope you will visit the cafeteria and spend furiously on all the amazing raffle items that are out there. Again, I'd like to thank Papa for all that they do behind the scenes so that we teachers can really just focus on the music and the concert. So at this time, if you have a cell phone or electronic device with you, would you mind silencing it? Thank you again for joining us this evening, and we wish you from the music department peace and joy in the new year. And so now I'm happy to turn things over to the concert choir. Thank you.
The concert choir will open their program singing Noël nous voulait, a traditional French carol arranged by Sonia Porman, sung in both French and English.
Lo How a Rose / The Rose explores the rich territory found on the borders between what we have traditionally called sacred and secular music, and between classic and popular music. In this setting, you will hear the familiar German carol, Lo, How a Rose Are Blooming, paired with The Rose, a song made popular by Bette Midler. Featured soloists in order are Neela Farrell, Sophia Perkins, Allie Woods, Ivy Pongratz, Kelly McGee, Susie McCarthy, Kevin Murphy, Dan Moore, and Emma McCarthy.
Some say love, it is a river that drowns the tender reed. Some say love, it is a razor that leaves your soul to bleed. Some say love, it is a hunger, an endless aching need. Some say love, it is a flower, and you its only seed. It's the heart afraid of breaking that never learns to dance. It's the dream afraid of waking that never takes the chance. It's the one who won't be taken, who cannot seem to give.
And the soul afraid of dying that never learns to live.
When the night has been too lonely and the road has been too long, and you think that love is only for the lucky and the strong.
Just remember, in the winter, far beneath the bitter snow, from sin and death he saves us, lies the seed that with the sun's love in the spring becomes the rose.
Our third song features the traditional Latin text of Gratias Agimus Tibi, set in a contemporary style by Andrew Parr. The translation of the Latin is, "We worship thee, we glorify thee, thanks we give to thee."
The origin of troika comes from the term in Russian used to describe three-horse harness carriage, or more often, horse-drawn sleigh. The arrangement we will perform for you tonight is a spirited song based on a traditional Russian folk song depicting the delights of riding in the troika on a cold, snowy, wintry night.
Thank you, Dan. Before we do our last selection, I would like to recognize those students who have been accepted to the Southeastern District Music Festival Chorus for 2022. Those students are Emma McCarthy, Kevin Murphy, Dan Moore, and Susie McCarthy.
Everywhere, bring a ball of light to the busy rhythms in the air.
the winter celebration, to the village far below. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la.
Hello, and thank you for joining us this evening for the Pembroke High School Winter Concert.
And my name is Eva Dannison, and we are the directors of the Dynamic Divas. The Dynamic Divas is an after-school a cappella club for sopranos and altos enrolled in the Honors Chamber Singers class.
Tonight, we will be performing the holiday pop hit, All I Want for Christmas Is You, in a jazzy arrangement by Roger Emerson.
So please, sit back, relax, and get into the holiday spirit with us.
We hope you enjoy.
Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you. Ah, do make my stocking there on the fire blue. Santa Claus will make me happy with a toy on Christmas Day. I just want you for my all, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. Christmas is you. Jingle-a-ling, shine so bright everywhere. Jingle-a-ling, sailing children's laughter fills the air. And everyone is singing, I hear those sleigh bells ringing. Santa, won't you bring me the one I really need, all I really need. I don't want a lot for Christmas, this is all I'm asking for. I just want to see my name standing right outside my door. I just want you for my all, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas, all I want for Christmas, yes, all I want for Christmas is you.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to our winter concert. This group is Tonal. This is a student-led group by me and Susie McCarthy and Sammy McKenna.
Our full name is Tonal Eclipse, for anyone wondering.
Tonal Eclipse. And we're going to be singing White Winter Hymnal today.
It was originally sung, it's pretty old, but the more popular version was sung by Pentatonic. So some of you might recognize it, and we hope that you enjoy.
Thank you.
Down their coats to keep their little heads from falling in the snow. Then I turn around and there you go. And Michael, you would fall and turn the white snow red as strawberries in the summertime. Ooh.
Pembroke High School's mostly men's choir is you to this long overdue winter. This evening, a holiday medley consisting of Holiday Road of Carols, which itself is a medley of holiday favorites, and A Holly Jolly Christmas from the 1964 Christmas classic, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. We would like to thank our accompanist, Wei Min Wang, and faculty members, Mr. Oger and Mr. Morse, for lending their voices and musical experience to our choir. As always, we will strive to entertain, educate, and enlighten our audience while connecting you emotionally to our sophisticated and artistic performance of quintessential 20th century holiday choral repertoire.
Well, if that doesn't inspire you to shop, I don't know what does. So at this time, we're going to take an intermission. We hope that we invite you to visit the raffle put on by the Papa Parents in the cafeteria. We'll have about a 15-minute intermission. Thank you, everybody.
Nice to have a concert. Welcome to the second half, the band half, and it's a true pleasure to be getting to know all of these ninth graders who I previously did not check that well. It's been great. We've made some great music together. We've had a great time doing it, and it is my pleasure to introduce Danny Noguer, who will tell you about the first piece that we are playing.
As a class, we came up with a storyline to better connect with our first piece titled Air for Winds. All the stories that students came up with in class were sad, probably because the piece is slow and in a minor key. After playing the song and hearing about 8 different ideas from different students, we settled on a story from trombonist Danny Noguer. The story we will be painting a picture for you tonight will now be told in the storyteller's own words. As a class, what we decided to go with was a sort of Siberian-Russian war story with a freezing cold blizzard in a wasteland up in Siberia and an army marching through. As it progresses, we have different events that take place through that story. And we'll see how it goes. For our next song, we will be welcoming Senior Ali Zioli as our conductor who has been leading rehearsal in class. Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow was a pop standard written by lyrics Sami Kahan and composer Jules Stan in 1945. It was first recorded by Von Moran and reached #1 on the Billboard chart. Sit back in your chair and relax as you listen to the holiday favorite, Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow.
Our next song is Hopak. Hopak is a popular dance from the 16th century in the territory now known as Ukraine. The dance is mostly improvised and physically demanding, known for high leaps, squatting kicks, and swift turns. The Ukrainian word hopak directly translates to jump. We hope you dance along in your seats without the squatting kicks to our performance of hopak.
Hallelujah is one of the most familiar melodies from the Messiah, written by George Friedrich Handel in 1741. The Messiah is an oratorio, which means it sounds like an opera, but is performed in a concert format and has no costumes or scenery. Robert Longfield arranged this piece to be a bit more funky than the traditional version. What do you think about his arrangement of this well-known classical piece?
Rondo for winds of percussion is the piece we spent the most time rehearsing. Articulations are an aspect of this piece that is extremely important. An articulation refers to how a note is started. For example, wind players starting notes with their tongues, or if a note is slurred to the following note, it shouldn't be tongued at all. Try and listen for notes that are tongued and slurred in the song, especially in the first melody stated by the trumpets and then by a second melody played by the clarinets.
Again, third time's gonna work. So we hope you're enjoying the concert tonight and possibly see you at tomorrow night's concert where the jazz band and wind ensemble, chamber singers, orchestra, and women's choir are performing tomorrow night here. And I'd like to thank a big shout out to the Pembroke Association for the Performing Arts. You are a wonderful group of human beings and we appreciate all your help so much. And an extra big shout out to Mr. Sean Whitman, who has coordinated all of our halftime helpers and just getting everything organized and all the time that he spent. I'm sure you're out there somewhere, so thank you very much. So a round of applause for all of our Papa members and Mr. Whitman. And in closing, we have Demos to talk about our last piece.
Our next songs from the famous Broadway musical, Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. This piece was definitely a class favorite, and we hope you enjoy it too.
Happy holidays. Thank you for coming out tonight and have a safe drive home. Good night.